How's it going? This is Dylan.
This is Leslie.
And this is Music and Mascara. So we're doing something a little special today. Mm-hmm. We are actually broadcasting live to Facebook down here. And we're also talking to you. And of course, it's going to be on YouTube and at musicandmascara.com like it normally is.
Just trying some live.
Just trying some live stuff. And we're going to do a little bit of Q&A also. So, what are we talking about today?
So today I want to talk about personalities and what does it mean and misconceptions that we have about personalities. I listened to a podcast today and I was like blown away. I think I listened to it 3 different times. Just really surprised it. It was just a very interesting find. So I think you listened to some of it. Yeah.
So what do we mean by personalities?
Specifically, I mean, I know I had a misconception about an introvert versus an extrovert.
Okay, so we're basically talking about people that say, well, you know what? I'm not the kind of person that should start my own business. I'm not the kind of person that should start making videos online. I'm too shy for that. I couldn't get in front of people. I'm too much of an introvert for that to be good or for that to ever really work.
Right.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, so I would have told you before that I was an extrovert because I always equated, you knew I wasn't, I always equated being shy with being an introvert, and I'm not shy. So
no, you're not shy.
I just assumed like, well, I'm not shy, so I have to be an extrovert, right? Like, I like people. But come to find out, they're like 2 different classifications. And the way I heard it described today and what really just resonated with me was that introvert and extrovert just means how you process other people, like how it makes you feel.
So if you're in a group of people or you're having a conversation with a few people, what effect they have on you being part of that conversation or part of that group of people?
So I'm absolutely an introvert by that description because I notice everything and I notice how other people feel and I notice other things that are going on that aren't even happening, if that makes sense. Like, I sense feelings and I pick up on things that, and it always affects me, and I guess I didn't realize why. Whereas extroverts, they say feed off of that. It doesn't matter what it is, they just like being around other people. So just a very interesting thing to learn about myself even, because, and then the second step of that is you can be outgoing. So I definitely think I'm an outgoing introvert. And what that means, I'm not shy. I'm not shy at all. I'm not ever like the first to do, like, I'm not going to call attention to myself. I'm not that kind of outgoing, but, you know, I'll have a conversation with anybody and I will strike up a conversation with anybody. But, so introvert meaning I feed off of other people's feelings. I notice other people's feelings. That outgoing, I'm still going to talk to them. I still like being around people. But maybe, and this is just a funny thing I thought about, is a lot of times when we go out, it like exhausts me, and maybe I didn't know why. And now I think I realize why is because most of the time we leave somewhere and I'm like, did you notice this? Did you notice this? Did you notice this? And he's like, what? And it's just because I feed off of all these emotions and I feel all of these things that I take with me, and it just like emotionally drains me, and I didn't realize that was happening. Whereas you, I
just get up there and shred.
You just do your thing. Yeah.
Whatever. In whatever instant, in whatever, whether it's here or on live TV or in front of a live crowd or stuff I've never done before, it doesn't really matter to me. I just do it. But I don't always notice the weird guy over in the corner or whatever. She always notices the weird guy over in the corner or the 2 people that aren't getting along or whatever. Yeah. So the reason this applies to whether you think you're good at a business or not, I see some people on your team chiming in that are talking about being shy sometimes and stuff. This isn't really to do with shy or outgoing, but the idea is that you can get on the internet, on YouTube, on Periscope, on Facebook Live and be physically disconnected from other people, so you don't have to see their moods don't affect you. Their energy in the room doesn't affect you, so you can actually be more effective as an introverted person. Where it's harder for me at first. Now, not now. I mean, I make video content every day, so it's not that hard for me now. But at first it was hard because I felt like I was talking to myself, like I needed to talk to a person. But a lot of introverted people they will do better with all this Facebook Live stuff and Periscope stuff and YouTube videos and, demonstration videos of makeup or of music products, or if you're a musician, if it means just getting on Facebook every day and noodling around on your guitar a little bit so people know the kind of the latest stuff you're playing or whatever. That stuff is super effective. And you might say, well, that's just not me, man. That's not a thing I do. Don't shortchange yourself by thinking, well, I'm too introverted to do that, because just try it.
So in addition to that, the reason being an introvert and being shy can work for you online is because you feed off of feelings and you notice feelings, which means you can watch me right now and whether we would be friends or not. Maybe we've never met. Right off the bat, like, oh, I like her or I don't like her. Whatever that is, you're connecting with that. And that is what we're doing, is we're building relationships with people. So if you take away the fact that you can't see people's reactions and you don't have to feed off of that, but you just get to be you. And what does that mean? That means you're going to attract similar people to you. We talk about that, that whole attraction. I can watch somebody, so this is something, semi-related. I know as soon as I meet somebody if I'm going to like them or not. Immediately. I already know. I've never been wrong. Like, I will tell you, I pride myself on reading people. And it may take it a while to come to light. I usually tell them my opinion immediately on something.
It could be 3-4 months later.
It might be later that it comes to light, but I've never been wrong. So other people are like that, and they know immediately, and they know if you're real, they know if you're fake. And maybe that's why I'm so drawn. I am drawn to, I never really got into Periscope. I never really got into making videos like I was supposed to, but I am really drawn to Facebook Live and doing this in real time because I want to find the people that resonate with me, that connect with me, and this is me. I want you to know I'm real.
And that's really good for your business too, because the people that have the same, especially in what you do, when you're trying to network with people and train other people to do what you do, to have the same goals as you and to have people that really want to push ahead as you do. For me, it's important to have people that are of the same mind as me, because I think, when you're a nerd about this stuff, you're going to end up being one of my customers eventually. Yeah,
but that goes to show too, even how we've approached our business. Your business is more technical than mine, but you thrive on the technical, not. Oh, yeah. You don't care what somebody thinks about anything. Because now really. Realize it's all part of your personality though. So, in my focus, as much business as I share, my focus is always personal development with my team, and anybody on my team can tell you that, because it is huge. Your mindset is huge, and and I want it to be your business. I'm not your boss. Mm-mm. I will teach you how to find what you can be passionate about and what is best for your business. There's rules to follow, sure, and I'll share those with you, but how I run my business is not how you're going to run your business. And so personal development and finding, and I love to watch that. I love to watch the growth of somebody and them to kind of get their little aha moment. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah. So I think for those of you who have not ever tried any of this kind of stuff, like I said, because we think of the word introvert, extrovert as shy versus outgoing. But that's really not it. If you feel like you have a hard time being in front of people, and you feel like you have a hard time approaching people that you don't know, etc., and you think that that's hampering your business or your art or whatever somehow, then use the internet, because you're talking to a wall. I mean, we're talking to some real people down here tonight, but usually we're just talking to a lens, you know, and that way you don't have to have that fear. And it's gonna feel weird, you know, a couple of times, but do it anyway, and you'll see. I mean, I hated it at first, but it's, for a lot of people, it could be a lot easier. I mean, speaking in front of people is a huge fear for a lot of people. So talking to a lens is a whole lot easier, and you'll also see what it does for your business. These video things are absolutely indispensable to what we do.
Yes, and
both
I could
of our
tell
businesses.
story after story after story. So if you haven't made a video yet, you just don't even understand what it can do.
No matter what your business is, I don't care if you have a brick and mortar store doing oil changes. It does not matter. If you want to get your business better established in the 21st century, make a video and make it your face talking about what you love about your business or what you love about life in general. Just start making random videos.
That is another thing we're going to try to do, actually, is we're going to try to be less business, because I want to connect with you. I want, you know, this is more so about building relationships, and it's not always business. So I don't know how we need to.
Well, that's really that. So I think what we'll do is we will go ahead and say goodbye to everybody on YouTube.
Yes.
And we will go ahead and get back to some Q&A with our live people. So if you're on YouTube and you missed this, we're going to probably try to do this again. If you think it's a good idea on YouTube, leave some comments in the comments, and we will try to do this more. So we will talk to y'all later. My name is Dylan.
This is Leslie.
And this has been Music and Mascara.